Alright, so I've compiled a pretty large list of victims of the Boulder Police Department, including Alicia and Natalie Bollinger. Some of these victims include Zaid Atkinson, um, Thomas Wells. I don't know Black Buddha's real name, or Black Bodie's real name, but if you could find that, that'd be much appreciated. And Sam, who used to hang out at Starbucks, if you guys know his last name, it would be much appreciated. If you know Shady Dan's last name, that would be much appreciated. Nancy Stopka, another victim of the Boulder Police Department. Mariah Johnson, another victim. Zaid Atkinson and Samuel Leon Lawrence IV, despite the fact that they're playing it off like it was a racist thing, they were targeted for licking homeless and for doing things that the homeless people do. They're victims too. Betsy Prowell, no matter how pissed off I am at her, she's a victim too. If there's to be a task force to monitor the police department, I nominate Betsy Prowell for that. I nominate Teresa Macelia for that. I nominate Darren O'Connor for that. I nominate Zaid Atkinson for that. I nominate Samuel Leon Lawrence IV for that. I nominate Mobley, aka Stephen McMillian, for that position as well. We need people who have felt firsthand the tactics of the Boulder Police Department. People who know when they see the video what it feels like. People who know what's going through those people's mind that the police are victimizing. Those of us who have been through it know what to look for. We can see through the bullshit. I know a lot about predators. I know a lot of predators. My Facebook is full of predators. Yeah, it's a pretty extensive list. I got predators and prey on my Facebook. At one point in time, I was friends with Rachel Klang and her sister. Rachel was the victim. Her sister was the rapist. Makes it easy to keep an eye on the predators. Unfortunately, the predators got away with far too much because the police are predators too. The illegal sale of children in Boulder, Colorado. The stealing, in specific, of blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls under the age of 6. Police pretty well extensively look for those type of children to steal from their parents. And then they judge the parents whether or not they're broke enough to take those kids from. Nancy Stopka was one victim of this, but she's not the only one. There were a lot of victims of this. Chelsea Atkins, she moved out of the state of Colorado to protect her kids from this. And she's not the only one either. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls under the age of 6. Christopher Weaver, he went through the same thing. Christopher Weaver, that's my friend Ogre. The one who was supposed to be the last person to see Mandy Singer's son before he disappeared. Luckily, Mandy Singer's son was found. the day that Natalie disappeared, the video about Natalie missing, that was my third missing person video of the day. The first one was over Mandy Singer and her son missing. The second one was asking for prayers because Shauna Sinclair's daughter had been stolen by her ex. The third one was Natalie missing. Even with all the shit that they had put me through, when she went missing, the first thing that I thought about was her getting somewhere safe. But she wasn't somewhere safe. She was dead. And I was painted as a villain, and I was pursued by a lot of really shitty fucking people who had bad opinions and never wanted to look at my side, ever. The police, the public pretenders, none of them were interested in what was actually going on. I don't expect that officer to get back a hold of me. I for surely think that spending 2 or 3 days here waiting on them to show up to eventually do something, shit, they should have done something yesterday. That dude in Starbucks, I am so pissed off at him. Like, he didn't need to fucking lie to me. I didn't stop trying to get a hold of the police because he lied to me. I just stopped trying to get the Starbucks people to help, because if they can't help to provide a picture of the woman who stole my phone, they're not much use. So I continued all night to try to get a hold of the police. Not literally all night. I was pretty well limited because I didn't have a phone that worked. I had to wait until internet access would work. Not that it matters. These police aren't going to do their fucking job. Are you kidding me? I'd like to believe that they will. That phone is full of evidence that's important. It helps to show the shit that a lot of people put me through. And also the fact that I made a lot of fucking telephone calls. I've been trying. While people are telling me to do these things that I've already done 100 times just to try to please them. You want me to apply for that again? Okay, I will. You want me to call that place again? Okay, I will. But now I'm recording it. I'm calling the place because you asked. And instead of you telling me that I didn't make an effort, you can just watch the fucking video. I'm doing my goddamnedest with nothing. I mean, people keep throwing it in my face that they wasted resources at me. I had my own resources before Natalie died. I had my own resources. They were stolen from me by bad police officers and bad laws and people who wouldn't do their fucking job. You guys think that it was taken from me last August because I broke the law and was locked up for so long. No, that's when they officially took it away from me. Before that, they just made sure that every penny was tied up and going to court date after court date after court date, so that I didn't have the time or money to go to these places to file reports. And when I'd go in, I'd get assaulted or blown off or escorted out of the fucking building. And I documented it all. That young woman, Teresa Mycelia, the way that she was talking about them and their documentation. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alicia Bollinger knows I didn't fucking rape anybody. Natalie knows that. Maddie knows that. They need to fucking come forward. It's enough of this fucking bullshit. It's enough of fucking crooked cops and bad fucking jails. Public pretenders who won't even pretend. And fake fucking friends. You could all fucking come forward. Like you said you would. Like you promised. I wasted my resources believing your fucking promises. Going to where you are because you said you would help. How I needed. But then you didn't. You didn't keep your word. And it didn't occur to you that I used up all of my resources believing you. Actually, I wasted other people's resources believing you because I don't have an income. Fuck the police. They should have done their jobs yesterday. And that guy Jerome, who works here at Starbucks, shouldn't have fucking lied to me yesterday. They should have sent out an actual police officer yesterday. Now, the guy who actually helped me out and let me use his phone, he said he would call and have the police come down there. He asked me if that's what I wanted him to do. I said, yeah. He said, well, let's wait for a few minutes and see if, you know, things work out and so on and so forth. I'm like, well, I'd rather you just called them, but yeah, I'm doing the thing online. I'm trying the best to do what it is they said to do, but I mean, shit, I really would have had the police officer show up here earlier to look at the fucking video if I hadn't been lied to by one of the Starbucks employees. And he's like, yeah, I don't really like the way that they handled that. Well, I know. That's what Ryan said about what happened at the Starbucks in fucking Cheyenne. He didn't like the way that was handled either. But he assured me that it made an impact on their end. So somebody might have gotten bitched out. I don't know. This shit needs to fucking stop. There needs to be an actual task force to police the police. And I should be on it. I know the system better than any of these people. Michelle Rodriguez should be on that council as well. People only want to focus on the minorities. The three minorities that they're focusing on are Michelle Rodriguez, Sammy Leon Lawrence IV, and Zayd Atkinson, when really it's a homeless issue and a poverty issue. And there are hundreds more victims if you don't limit yourself to pretending it's just about race. No, racism, they go after people based on race because of the ease of victimization, the assumption of a lack of wealth. A black person is less likely to have the money to defend themselves. A Native American is less likely to have the money to hire a lawyer who can actually defend them. And then you got to face the facts that you're sitting in front of a white jury.